Hi there, my name is alex.genadinik of problemio.com, and in this video I'm going to give you over 10 some of the most effective ways of how to promote your legal firm, law firm, or private practice as an attorney. These are professional marketing strategies, not something like I'll promote my business on Twitter and Facebook, because that's what most beginner marketers say, but that's amateur, not professional. What you want, if you're serious about growing your practice, are professional marketing strategies, and that's what we're gonna do in this video. Really quickly, I'm gonna explain to you how to best watch this video. There are a few options that you have. First, you can just watch this video and go on your own implementing the strategies, and that's totally fine. The other option is I'll post some next steps educational materials that are a little premium, but I'm gonna give you discounts, and you can find that in the description of this video. And this is if you like the strategies here, if you want to explore them more, if you feel like you need to learn more, which probably is a no-brainer because don't all of us need to learn more. And the other option is if you want me to help you implement some of this, or if you want to have some brainstorming strategy sessions with me, there's going to be my contact information at the end of the video, and by the end of the video you'll be able to determine, hey, does this guy know what he's talking about, or is he full of it? And I know I'm good, but let me show you in this video that I am. So let's go through the strategies. I'll try to wow you, and then based on the wow factor that I'll deliver here, you can contact me or not. So let's get started. So you are a law firm, law office, you are a local service. You're in the category of local service. What does that mean? It means you have to begin, the first and foremost marketing strategies for you are local marketing service strategies. There are a certain set of strategies, and these largely have to do with search. Probably your first impulse is, I want to get referrals, but you can't get referrals until you get a base of clients. So you need an inbound like flow of customers, and that is just something you get from search. And I want you to think about search a little broader than just Google, even though Google is the biggest player there, because Yelp is a search engine, Yellow Pages is a search engine, and so are many other things. Now let me show you what happens when I search in Google. So this is a search that I did before this video, just in preparation, and I want to walk you through some of the search results. So I typed in business lawyer in New York, and see what happens. The first 4 items are ads. These are people paying. The second item is the Google map. The Google map and the ads actually beat any website out there. What does that tell us? That you have to get on the Google map, and the Google map, you have to register yourself, google.com/business, and you don't just have to register yourself there, because take a look, you have to get really good reviews, because some of the top ones are 20-star reviews and all almost entirely 5 stars. If you work with me, I'll show you how to most effectively get their reviews, but you can always ask your clients also. Now, the next items that show up are legal directories and a few private law firms. So some of these are companies in which you can add your listing. And when you add your listing, it's not enough to just add your listing. You have to add your listing and then do some work to become the #1 listing on that whole site, or one of the very top ones. And this is the work that I would sort of do for you if you hired me, or I would help you strategize around how you can execute that yourself. It's not hard, it isn't rocket science, but it takes a little effort and it takes a little smart strategy to get you there. Now, you see some of the sites are also private practice, and some of, like this one, this one, this one, this one. So in our case, what I would have you do is I would get you on the map, I would get you in all the listing websites, and Yelp, that's not here for some reason. Probably it's in the pages next after this. And I would also get you a YouTube video that might rank in the search here. I think if we paginate, probably we will find a YouTube video somewhere in here. And if we don't, it's an opportunity to sneak in this search result with a YouTube video. I think there is opportunity here, because look, there isn't a YouTube video. And I would get you on a lot of different authoritative websites like YouTube, like Yelp, to rank in Google top 10. And so we would end up with multiple listings in the top 10. The map, maybe the ads, your own website, YouTube video, and others. And the more listings you have in the top 10, the more competitors you kick out of the top 10. That's the first benefit. But second benefit is the person searching, when they browse through the listings and they go, oh, that law firm. Oh, next listing is that law firm again. Next listing is that law firm again. That quadruples your perceived authority to that person and increases the chances more than linearly, exponentially, that they will contact you and not the others, because you are represented so well in search. Now let's get back to our strategies here. As you can see, I have talked through all these strategies. Let's move on. Now the challenge is that all the lawyers, all the law firms, from the smallest to the biggest, are trying to do what I just explained. Of course, I'm the best, so they're trying it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you there. But they have the advantage of, they started before you. They probably spent a ton of money doing it. They have a lot of people working on this, perhaps. At least some of the best do. So you are at a disadvantage at the beginning. You have to be a little smarter in the beginning. And the way you can become smarter is how you target keywords that you target to rank for. So for example, for a common search, you might try to rank for something like business lawyer in New York, let's say. That's like, if you're a business lawyer, or whatever the technical terminology in which you call yourself, that may be the most competitive search term. And what you want to do is think outside the box, add keywords. Here's a bunch of examples of how to add keywords. Synonyms on the word lawyer, counsel, attorney, law firm, legal agency, whatever. There's a few more. Then you want to rank for problem searches. This is like, I just got into a car accident, in case you are a injury lawyer or something. Accident and headaches, all those types of searches that are obvious. Solution searches. If you create trademarks, the solution search is maybe something like, how do I create a trademark DIY, or something like that. Of course, DIY clients aren't necessarily the best clients, but still, that's just an example of the type of solutions people search for. And if you appear there, you have a chance for them to take an interest in what you do and reach out to you. Also, you can target the geography. So there's neighborhoods in which you operate and from which you get your most clients, the county in which you work and surrounding counties maybe, the state in which you operate, and a few of the popular zip codes nearby, especially ones where maybe affluent people live that could make potential clients. Now let me talk to you about social media. Most people, when they think about social media, are like, oh, I'm going to post on Facebook and Twitter. Not enough. Totally amateur. What I want you to do is be more professional with your strategies. Here is how. Instead of just thinking of social media as blasting out content and hoping to get clients from this, I mean, who hires their lawyer from Twitter? Nobody, right? So you have to be a little bit more savvy. And the way that you use social media is, whenever people get in contact with you through your website, through your business networking, anytime, get them on social media. And so it's not about getting new people to find you. It's about re-engaging people who already met you, who already have engaged with you in a certain way. And when they re-engage with you continuously, they get good content from you, they get good updates, they get what you're all about, they are likely either to hire you when they need services that you offer, or they're likely to recommend you when their friends need services that you offer. So this is actually the referral strategy, but only after you have your own social media posting strategy that is helpful, not overly promotional, but definitely helpful with good content and getting people to trust you and respect you and things like that. Additionally, one thing that really helps is in social media, if you post case studies of success, then people will understand, oh, like, I want that too. Oh, he got a settlement for $1 million. I want it too. Something like that. Then it really makes it real for people, that like the I want it too kind of thing, and they really see you as a successful lawyer. Because at the end of the day, they really don't know if you're good or not. You might think you're good and you might really believe it, but those people, they have no idea if you're good. All they have is to go on your word. So social media is a little bit about getting new people to discover you, but it's largely about re-engaging everybody and over time building a certain level of trust so that at some point you can say, hey, I've got this, go buy it, I'm offering the service. Or when they need it, they're like, I know this lawyer, I'll ask him. And so that will be a hot lead for you. And so social media is a long-term game here if you have a professional long-term approach and for re-engagement. Now, speaking of re-engagement, once you get people on your site, on your email, on your social media, you also want to email market to them. The successful way to email market, and it's a whole field, and there's a lot to it, but the long and short of it is that what you want to do is get people into your list and have a sequence of emails. It's called the autoresponder. The sequence of emails that educates people about exactly what you do, how you do it, why you're the best, when they should hire you, when they should recommend you. That way, people know exactly when they need your services. They will reach out to you or refer to their friends. Now, next, many people ask about ads. Again, many people ask about ads. Let me explain to you how to professionally do ads. There are two kinds of ads. General ads that just are on Facebook, on Google, you see them all the time, and there's retargeting ads. I would start with the retargeting ads. And the retargeting ads are things like if somebody comes on your site and just leaves, the retargeting ads leave a little cookie on their browser so that wherever they go online, they browse Facebook, they browse Google, YouTube, whatever, that there's a little ad about your company that follows them around for like a month. So it's basically to re-engage them back. And these retargeting ads are very highly converting and cheaper than typical ads because you're really just targeting like certain individuals and there's not a tremendous competition on targeting them. And because these people already know about your site, they know about you, they've been to your site, they are more likely to re-engage. So these ads are the best. Now, because you also know your target demographic well, the traditional type of ads tend to work well. And I would recommend to explore Google ads, AdWords, LinkedIn ads, and Yelp ads. Those can be very effective, and Yelp especially can give you a lot of extra perks when you get their ads. Running out of breath, and there's still so many strategies to go through. So the ads are also the challenge with ads after the retargeting. The challenge with the regular ads is that you have to have a stomach for losing money because before they start working, you have to experiment. In some of the experimentation takes a little bit of a loss of money. So the good part about the ads is that they can get you traffic on day one. So that's the pros and cons, and this is the professional strategy of doing ads: is the retargeting first, and then drawing new people with a little bit of the Facebook, Google ads, and LinkedIn, and figuring out the right price and the right ad that will convert when people land on your site. And once people land on your site, what you really have to do is make your site very highly converting. This is also something that I would work through with you because I have a big checklist of things that I go through, and every one of those items increases your conversion rate by a little amount. But if you add them together, it will be by a big amount. And for a lawyer, one client is a lucrative client. So you certainly, if you even increase your conversion rate by 0.5%, that's a lot of money. So you really want to work on your website first and make sure that your website is very highly converting, authoritative, represents you as a professional, everything. And then, of course, you can run ads because you will know that my website is not going to let me down. My website is going to convert them when they land. So that's how that works. Now, I want to also talk to you about authority building. So you're a lawyer and there's 1,000 other lawyers. How to stand out, build authority. Some of the common ways to build authority online and offline is to create a regular podcast or a YouTube show where you give regular tips about legal issues, and that can serve also as traffic source that can funnel people to your website, but also it can build your authority, get people to know about you, and then get people to and your email list and your social media, all that. You can also write a book that's something helpful for your potential clients, because a book is actually a surprisingly good way to get leads, because who reads books? People who are educated, people who already have shown that they're able to buy a book, even though it's cheap, but they're able to spend a little money at least. They're willing to spend. Some people are just intransigent and that they're not willing to spend, and at least that qualifies those people as not buying a book. At least qualifies those people as not those guys. At least they're willing to spend a little money. And you can also create an online course, which is a slightly more expensive version of the book. And a course usually is a video. And with a book, a course, a YouTube channel, a podcast, you can really stand out head and shoulders above other attorneys. And if you make your book a bestseller, which I can also show you how, because I myself am an Amazon 3-time bestselling author, then not only have most people not written the book, but most people, even fewer people, are best-selling authors. And the best-selling author is also a tagline that you can use for the rest of your career whenever you try to make a first impression, especially online. It makes you stand out, like a little star there, check mark. And all these authority building things will make people trust you more, engage with you more, and make you feel to them more authoritative. Of course, when you're not being a nerd online and not doing all this stuff, you should be attending networking events in the evening. The networking events should be ones where your target market hangs out. And what do? You talk to people, take an interest in their work, in their life. They ask you what you do. I'm a lawyer that can help. Well, no, I'm not a lawyer. You will tell them that you're a lawyer, that I can help you with all these things that you're going through. And most of the people in that audience of the events that you attend should be your potential clients. Not all, but most, because you should carefully choose the events that you attend that specifically your potential customers go there. For example, if you help people with business registration, you should go to startup events. Now, here's the cool thing. Of all these strategies that we talked about so far, these are local strategies. But what my goal for you would be, if we work together, is to make you the biggest law firm in your state. And if not the biggest, then certainly one of the biggest. And if you're a single lawyer at the moment, maybe struggling, maybe not sure how to be on your own, picture it. Picture going to becoming like one of the biggest law firms. It's possible. How is it possible? Easy. I mean, not that easy, but doable. You just have to execute all of this in every major city in your state. And then you will get the most clients in every city, giving you so much inbound clientele that you will become a really big law firm. And what happens when you grow? You start. It's like a snowball effect. You get more referrals, more people know about you. There's more promotion of you, more advertising, more of everything. You can hire more people, and everything snowballs, and you become the biggest. Not overnight, but there's a really clear path for it. And it's all in your hands. It's all in how you execute. And remember, I can actually help you with all this. Even though this is totally fine, you can be on your own. If you do want my help, my website is problemio.com, and my email is alex.genadinik@gmail.com. I do discounted first sessions to help you get acquainted, so there's not a big risk for you to get to know me, to see if I can answer your questions. If we work together, if we're on the same page, you and I can interview each other a little bit and see if there is something we can do together, or if I actually have any promotions going on my services or anything that's cheaper or discounted. So this is how you promote your law firm like a pro. If you do this, and if you do this well and better than anyone in your city, or one of the top people or become one of the best marketers of this in your city, and actually provide good legal services as well, I mean, I'll leave that up to you because I can't help you with that, then you should be extremely successful. Extremely. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.